Hey guys, it's Monday. Welcome to the studio. Today, not sitting here making music, not producing music. Today, it's about playing music live. My live setup, I started already a while ago planning it. Today, it all comes together and I want to explain to you fully how it works. How do people play electronic music live? How does it work? What is new about it? And how maybe you could also play electronic music live. So let's get started.
And I watch myself burn with everything else, but I'm gonna ride.
This right here is the live setup. I showed you already like little parts of it, basically making electronic music live. So it doesn't mean no DJing. I'm not playing other people's song. I'm not mashing songs together. I'm not playing special versions of my own tracks. I entirely create my music live. I got here the OB6, definitely one of my absolute favorite synthesizers. I need it on stage because I create most of my sounds with it. It's connected to the audio interface. Then we got an APC40 just to control all of the different clips and like knobs for effects. And right here at the back is the Iridium, another synthesizer. So basically two synthesizers creating sounds, and the rest is mostly in the computer audio using a MacBook Air, the one with the M1, which is really capable of doing all of this. And the most special part is actually behind me, a special light show. I'll explain the light show at the end. Let's first go through all of these blocks, and yeah, that's kind of my way of making electronic music live. There is no set way. For DJing, there is a set way. You have like two players. It could be any type of player, two sources of music, and a mixer in between, and some effects, and that's basically all you do. Right here, this is very individual. Of course, using Ableton for all of this. For example, on the master, I got an effect rack with 8 effects. One of them is a reverb, one of them is a ping pong delay, one of them is an overdrive, a limiter just to make sure it doesn't clip. And then if I hit here, I'm triggering a couple of these clips. Can jump back. I can lower the volume. Now it's just the OB6. Can change the cutoff. And I have some foot pedals over here, so I can also use my foot to change the cutoff. Right here, reverb, distortion, ping pong, the bass, Iridium, and then everything else. Figuring all of this out and developing something no one has ever done before in this kind of exact way takes a lot of time. Like getting everything to work, to sync, to align, choosing the effects, the amount of the effects. For example, this one right here is a special one. If I hit play again, it filters all of the music. You can stop the music. Again, effects, you can put effects on different kind of parts of the song. I can have reverb just on the sound of the OB6 or just the Iridium. And every song of mine in the making, in the upstairs studio that you just saw at the very beginning, I bounce out the individual parts, and I need to decide for 2 parts of a song that I will control live with the 2 synthesizers. So for example, Watch Me Burn, the song right here that got released on the label of Lost Frequencies. Very proud of it because he played it at Tomorrowland. That's a big step. But I chose the ARP sound to be played live. That one right here. And the sub bass. Everything else is triggered in the computer audio because it's just not possible to have like for every element a piece, a device with you live it just doesn't work. So a live setup is also very limiting in a way. It is not as free as making music in the studio. That's like the biggest key factor I had to learn developing this kind of live setup. You have to find something in between DJing where you just play other people's music and just manipulate a master file, just an entire track, to actually being able to control everything, somewhere in between. And I try to hit right in the middle, so it's not too complicated so that I mess up live. It's not too complicated so it doesn't sound good, because if you get extra weird with the routing and all of these elements in live, it will just, like, the sound quality isn't there yet. So this is like the perfect balance between doing stuff spontaneous, live, to a crowd, reacting to the crowd, and being creative in programming and doing new stuff from scratch live, and still have the highest possible sound quality so that it doesn't sound like shit in a club. Next up is the light show. Give me just 1, 2, 3, 4 hours, I don't know, because like syncing it with the light was the biggest challenge.
Watch me burn.
So let's do it. It's working. Still not 100%, but I think like just 2 more hours tweaking and it will work 100%. No question marks left. I know exactly what it is that isn't working. I need to order something small and it will work. Let's make this room dark. The one thing that is so special about it is that I control the music. And while controlling the music, it sends a second signal, a copy of the signal, to the video program. It's Resolume Arena. It gets information fed into it via MIDI. So for example, the crossfader is mapped in a way that it's filtering the sound and dimming the light. So if I go all the way up, it will get brighter. You'll see the picture and hear more of the music. Very simple, but effective. So for example, reverb adds reverb to the main sound, but also changes the picture. Then delay smears the entire picture and delays the sound. Then distortion. And there's some other effects. White noise. This one right here still has no audio effect, but it's like it's turning the background picture into a ball that is like pumping to the music. This right here is a kaleidoscope effect. And the background, the main background right now is like coal, like burning fire. And depending on the part in the song, it changes. That's for the intro. That one right here isn't working. It's not mapped. It needs an acid. But then the drop again. Has a lot more going on. Plus my effects. It's fun. This will be hopefully something people in a club will enjoy. Because I was like the problem was like making music live is nice, but it doesn't have the same appeal and appearance like someone playing the drums live, like a band being live. You have a stage presence that you just can't mimic as a DJ. And playing electronic music live makes it even harder because you're so busy playing the music, you can't interact with the crowd. Like a lot of DJs are just clapping and shouting into the mic, which is not really for me. So I thought, make music live, try to make something artistic, but still have a visual representation of what you're doing live to the music. And I thought like having visuals right behind you is probably the best way to address it. Building the stuff behind me was quite complicated, but I found a very easy solution. Let's show that really quick. The short throw projector, it really can do the entire circle 2 meters 50 high from just like 30 centimeters. I just need a new HDMI cable 100%. This one is way too short. But yeah, when I go on tour, hopefully eventually one day again when COVID is over and touring is allowed again. In Germany, by the way, the clubs are closing again. They were open for 2 weeks, now they're closing again. It's a big mess. But yeah, once touring is allowed again, I just take the circle with me, which is just like a normal background for projectors. I made it a circle, I just cut it out. And this right here is like the pole of a tent. So you can bend it together to be a circle, but you can fold it back together in just sticks that are maybe, I don't know, 30 centimeters long, and just take it with you. Very lightweight because it's just fiberglass. And then just a projector, which is the heaviest piece, the OB6, this controller, that. I think it should fit into 2 suitcases, so you can also even fly with it and travel. That was also one of the factors. I wanted to have something that is transportable enough to actually go and tour with it, because I'm a way too small artist to have like a truck that is like building everything up and down again and like from one city to another. That's not how it works. I still need to connect everything myself. But yeah, looking forward to it. Let me know what you think about this live setup. If you're thinking about doing your own live show, if you stick to DJing, and what you think about my concept. Perfect timing. I need to show you something.
Okay.
Very interesting. You're my first real crowd.
Okay.
Okay. It's kind of girlfriend approved.
Kind of, you
Kind
say?
of. Yeah, you like it, right?
Yeah.
It looks visually kind of cool.
Yeah. We just need to find a way to make people understand that you are changing what's happening in the background,
maybe.
I guess.
I think if I play in a club where people are guests that don't know me and the concept, they might not realize it, but I'm sure someone will tell them in the crowd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey.
Yeah, you can do it. You can do it. You get $10 per hour to tell everyone in the
No,
club.
$10 per person.
Whew.
I'm expensive.
With that being said, guys, thanks a lot for watching. Tomorrow, more live setup, other stuff, music production. Yeah, tomorrow is a weekday. I'm allowed to. Yeah, perfect.
So